Yo, sup with y'all boys and girls, man. Hey, Jay Briggs here from Pickdawgz.com, bringing y'all my NBA Jam session on December 9th, 2022, man. If y'all looking for more of this great content, y'all know what to do. Smash that like button for your boy. Subscribe if you're new. Drop your like down in the comments as well. Y'all know I love going through, seeing who y'all like in the comments. But if you're looking for my best bets, the ones that I'm placing tonight, as well as top bets from the best handicappers on the planet, check us out over at pickdawgz.com. Click the premium picks tab, and that's where you'll find best bets from the top handicappers in the world. Link to my $15 NBA Jam session plays in the description. That's my best bet in the NBA every night. We have been red hot on that play this week, man. We had a winner last night with the Denver Nuggets. They made us sweat it, man. I thought we had lost that one, man. Thought it was Dame time. Thought it was Dame time when he hit that clutch one, but then Mr. Clutch himself, too, and Jamal Murray, sidestep, step back, three, game time. Jamal Murray with the game winner, man. Saved us last night. We've hit 4 or 5 on that jam session play this week. We've been red hot, man. We're also stacking crazy units overall in the NBA right now. Check me out, Pick Dawgz Premium, $15 jam session plays in the description. I love tonight's play tonight as well. We're going for 5 of 6 in the NBA. Follow me on Twitter, Parlay Guy J. That's why I released the parlay of the day. I told y'all yesterday we weren't going to release one. There was only 3 games. But 10-game card tonight. We're going to release a parlay of the day. There's enough room to do one. I'll also update y'all on any late injury news, and if my mind changes on any of these games due to any late information coming out of the association. Like I said a minute ago, 10-game card, man. We want to smash it per usual like we always do. So without further ado, man, let's go ahead and get into tonight's NBA action. In our first matchup of the night, man, we got the New York Knicks on the road facing the Charlotte Hornets. Knicks laying 4.5, total 224. For me in this one, I'm going to lay the points with the Knicks, the 4.5. I just can't trust this Charlotte team right now. They've been struggling. Charlotte has only won one of their last 5. They've been fairly competitive. I'll give them that, but you know, the Knicks have also played their better basketball on the road this season. They're one of the anomaly teams. Y'all know I usually come on here and tell you I like taking this team at home. They play their better basketball at home. While the Knicks have started to play better basketball at home, I still feel like they play their best basketball on the road. Or that's how the beginning of the season turned out. And the Knicks have been playing some pretty good basketball here recently, man. They've won 3 of 5. I think they can come on here on the road and beat a still banged-up Charlotte team. No LaMelo for them. No Dennis Smith. For the Hornets. So I think that the Knicks can still come in here and beat up on this Charlotte team, man. They're starting to play some better basketball. Like I said, the Knicks have won 3 of 5. They won back-to-back games. Both were at home. They are coming off of a long homestand. They just played 4 straight home games. Now they're back out on the road. They split that homestand 2-2, winning the last 2 against Cleveland and Atlanta. I think they can get down on the Charlotte team here on the road. So I'll lay the 4.5 here with the Knicks here in this matchup. In our next matchup of the night, man, we got the Washington Wizards on the road facing the Indiana Pacers. Pacers home favorites, laying 5, total 232. I'm just be a straight shooter in this one, man. This is not one of my favorite games on the board. This is actually one of my least favorites. We just got 2 struggling teams right now, and their injury reports are both kind of significant, so it's really hard for me to find an edge here in this one. When I look at it, though, let's just look at it. We got the Wizards, man. They've lost 4 straight games. This will also be their 4th road game in 5 games. So they've been on the road here a lot. They've been struggling. They're without their best player in Bradley Beal. Don't love the spot at all for the Wizards. But the Pacers, the same could be said, man. They've only won 1 of their last 5. They are coming off of a long road trip. They're back at home in this one, but they just came off a, 5 or 6 game road trip. So, you know what I mean? They lost to Minnesota in their last one. They beat Golden State the game before that. And they lost all 3 before that to Portland, Utah, and Sacramento, all on the road. Tough spot for me, man. I am going to lean Pacers in this one. It's just the smallest lean, if I'm going to be honest. Like I said, both teams, injury report, Bradley Beal out, Porzingis day-to-day for the Wizards, Will Barton day-to-day, Hachimura looks like he's out. For the Pacers, we got Turner day-to-day, Durante is out, Isaiah Jackson day-to-day, James Johnson day-to-day. I'm going to lean Pacers. They're back at home. You know, I think they're the better team right now. I can't get behind the Wizards, not without Bradley Beal. Don't love the spot for them on the road. So it's just a small lean to the Pacers laying the points here in this one. In our next matchup of the night, man, we got the Toronto Raptors on the road facing the Orlando Magic. Toronto laying 7.5, total 225.5. We just seen this game not too long ago. We seen this game on December 3rd. That one was in Toronto though, in a game where Toronto beat them 121-108. Here tonight, we know the Raptors go crazy at home. We'll lay the points with the Raptors at home. I have pauses laying points with the Raptors on the road though, and for that reason, I'm gonna take the Magic in a revenge spot plus the 7.5. I just think they can keep it pretty competitive. The Magic have been playing better basketball here in their last 2 games. We'll go 2-game sample size. They beat the Clippers in their last one in overtime in a game where they fought all the way back, man. They were down pretty big early in that one. Fought back and won the game in overtime. They kept it competitive with the Bucks just the game before that. They lost that one 109-102. If this game was in Toronto, y'all know we'll be all over the Raptors, but it's not. It's in Orlando. Orlando typically plays their better basketball at home. The Raptors play their best basketball at home. They find themselves on the road in this one. I think the Raptors do win it. Do they win it by 7.5? Do I want like 8 points on them on the road with them? I do not. Let's grab the points here with the Magic. Here in this one, I think the Raptors do win it, like I said, but I think this could be like a 5-6 point win for the Raptors. Magic keep it competitive and cover the number. Give me the Magic plus the points here in this one. In our next matchup of the night, man, we got the Atlanta Hawks on the road facing the Brooklyn Nets. Brooklyn laying 7, total 229. Hey, these two teams, man, going in opposite directions right now, man. The Hawks kind of started the season out hot. Brooklyn started out cold. Since then, it's been the reverse. The Hawks been going the other way, and the Nets have just been getting better. The Nets 14-12 on the season. The Hawks 13-12 on the season. It's a pretty good game here tonight. The Hawks will be without DeJounte Murray, hence why the line is Brooklyn -7. I'm going to lay the 7 with the Nets here, though, here in this matchup. Y'all know how I feel about the Hawks on the road. The Hawks have been struggling anyway. Now, no DeJounte Murray here in this one in a game where his defense will definitely be needed. Trae Young, I think that shoulder still is bothering him a little bit. And I'm just going to continue to keep fading this Hawks team on the road, man. We faded the Hawks here in their last 3 games. We had the Thunder and then we had the Knicks. I think they lose their 3rd straight game, and they lose this one pretty convincingly. They lost their last 2 convincingly to the Knicks, 113-89, and the one before that, Oklahoma City, 121-114. The Nets, man, since Jack Vaughn has been in there, man, they've been playing some way better basketball. I think Steve Nash might have really been the problem for this Nets team because as soon as the coaching change was made, this team has been playing totally different. And I think they can beat up on this Hawks team, especially no DeJounte Murray in the lineup tonight. Y'all know me, I typically don't like laying big numbers with this Nets team, but it's about time we come up off of that, man. This team has done a complete 180. They're starting to look 1,000% better. And here tonight, I'm ready to lay the points with them, especially against a Hawks team who's struggling right now. Give me the Nets. I'll lay the points with them here at home. In our next matchup of the night, man, we got 2 of my favorite money-making teams this season, man. We got the Sacramento Kings on the road facing the Cleveland Cavs. Cavs laying 5.5, total 225.5. Tough spot for me, man. Y'all know I absolutely love putting my money on both of these teams. Cavs, we know what they do at home, man. They go stupid, dummy, crazy at home, man. One of the best home records in the NBA, home ATS records in the NBA as well. But the Kings also have one of the best ATS records straight up in the NBA too. They're good against the spread team this season. They both have won 3 of their last 5. So, you know what I mean? We have already seen these 2 teams play each other once this season. They played each other on November 9th in a game where the Kings beat this Cavs team 127-120. That game was in Sacramento, though. This one's in Cleveland. And like I said, Cleveland goes crazy at home, man. So it's a tough spot. We look at the injury report in this one. Donovan Mitchell is on this injury report as day-to-day due to some soreness. But the Kings also have De'Aaron Fox on their injury report as day-to-day as well. I do think both of those guys go on a Friday night. I do think they play. But follow me on Twitter, Parlay Guy J. I'll update y'all as soon as I find out any news. If they're in or out, I'll let y'all know. But like I said, sitting here right now early in the morning, I think they're playing. I'm going to lean towards the Kings plus the points, man. I know the Cavs go crazy at home. I typically don't want any parts of fading the Cavs at home. But I think the Kings can keep this one competitive. Like I said, they beat them straight up in their last one. I think the Cavs probably do win this game, but I think this one is going to be just one that comes down to the end. And I can see maybe a 2 to 3 point win for this Cavs team. So I'm going to grab the points with the Kings here in this matchup tonight. In our next matchup of the night, man, we got the Los Angeles Lakers on the road facing the Philadelphia 76ers. Philly laying 3, total 225. Before we do anything in this game, man, y'all know for both of these teams, we got to go check the injury report. When we get there, we pretty much know what we're going to see. LeBron James day-to-day, Anthony Davis day-to-day. Told y'all earlier in the season that they're going to be day-to-day damn near every day. It's just what it's going to be. I do think they go here tonight. I really do think they go here tonight. Follow me on Twitter, though. I'll update y'all if they're in or out, but I do think they play tonight. Looks like Harden is playing in this one. Looks like Embiid's playing in this one. So we're going to get a fairly healthy game. I'm going to take the Sixers, though, and I'm going to lay the points with them at home. I know they've been struggling. They've lost their last 3 straight games to Houston, of all teams, Memphis, and Cleveland. The other two aren't that bad, but they did get beat pretty convincingly in those. Cleveland beat them 113-85, and Memphis beat them 117-109. This is what I will say about the Sixers team, man. They did play 4 of 5 games on the road. They find themselves back at home here in this one. The one home game in that span was against the Hawks. They beat them by 3. Here tonight, I think that this is a nice get-right spot for the 76ers team, hence why I'm laying the 3. The Lakers, they were on a little streak there, man, for a while. But as I kept telling y'all about that Lakers team, that streak was more so due to just their level of competition. They weren't really playing anybody. They were playing the doormats of the NBA. Now, they've been on a pretty significant road trip. They played their last 4 on the road. Now will be their 5th straight road game, facing a pissed-off Sixers team. I think the Sixers run over them, honestly. And I'm going to have to take the Sixers and I'll lay the 3 here in this one. The Lakers got beat pretty convincingly in their last one, 126-113, although I will say no LeBron or Anthony Davis in that one. The game before that, they lost to Cleveland, 116-102. In a game where LeBron played, Anthony Davis left early, but they still were getting beat. Now, they were in it, but they still got beat pretty convincingly. Here tonight, I just think it's a better spot for the Sixers than I do for the Lakers. Like I said, this will be the 5th straight road game for the Lakers. The 76ers are coming off of a long road trip. I know they're glad to be back at home. They've lost 3 straight. I think it's a get-right spot for the Sixers. I'll lay the 3 with them here tonight. That's what I like in this matchup. In our next matchup of the night, man, we got the Detroit Pistons on the road facing the Memphis Grizzlies. Memphis laying 10, total 227.5. Short, sweet, and simple in this one. I'm going to lay the 10 with the Grizzlies. They're getting back healthy. They're getting back in that mode. I don't know if y'all remember from last year, but Grizzlies are dominant at home. They've been dominant here recently as well. They've won their last 4. They took Oklahoma behind the shed in their last game, 123-102. They beat Miami pretty convincingly the game before that, 101-93. They just played the same Pistons team on the road not too long ago on December 4th. In that one, they beat them by 10. In that one, 122-112. Like I said, that one was in Detroit, though. In the game before that, they beat up on Philadelphia at home, 117-109. Grizzlies at home go crazy, man. We know that. They beat this same Pistons team by 10 on the road in their last one. I think that they can take them behind the shed here tonight at home. Grizzlies are nothing for me. I know the Pistons kind of have been playing some pretty good basketball here recently. They covered in the last one against the Pelicans. They beat Miami straight up. Both of those games were on the road. This will be their 3rd straight road game. Like I said, the game before that, they lost to Memphis by 10. They do got a win at home against the Mavericks in that span, but they also got a blowout loss at home against the Knicks, 140-110. They on a win one, lose one type streak. They're due for a win here in this one, but they don't get it. I think they get took behind the shed. Give me the Grizzlies. I'll lay the 10 with them here tonight. In our next matchup of the night, man, we got a really tough game in my book, man. We got the Phoenix Suns laying 2 points on the road against the Pelicans, total 227. I'm on the Pelicans in this one. I'm going to take them on the money line, but it's really not that easy, man. This one's a tough one for me. Simply because the Suns have lost back-to-back games, man. The Suns almost never lose back-to-back games. Now, 3 games in a row for the Suns is really damn near unheard of, man. But I think that's what the doctor ordered, man. It's a scary place to be for me personally. Y'all might not be that scared of it, but I'm petrified. The Suns losing 3 games in a row almost never happens, but the side to be on is the Pelicans, man. And if they're going to give us some plus money, we damn near got to take it. The Pelicans have just been playing really, really, really good basketball, man. They're in a span, which I knew was coming. I tried to tell y'all all season long, man, this Pelicans team is going to be dangerous. They're going to be dangerous, man. And if Zion can just stay healthy, man, he has the potential to be a top 5 player in this league. And that's going to elevate this Pelicans team to one of the top 3 teams in the West, in my opinion. That's how good I think they can be. They've won their last 5 games outright. They've won 5 straight. And they've been pretty dominant in those games as well. 3 of those games, man, they won by 20-plus points against the Nuggets at home, San Antonio on the road, and Toronto at home. The other 2, they beat the Pistons at home in a 6-point win, and the other one they beat the Oklahoma City Thunder at home in a 4-point win. But 4 of the last 5 at home, they won all 4. I can't fade them here tonight. They're at home again here in this one. They play best basketball at home. I got to take the Pelicans in this one and take them on the money line. Like I said, they've just been too hot at home. They've been too hot overall. They're playing some really good basketball, and I got to take them at home. But it's a scary place simply for the fact that the Suns don't lose 3 games in a row. They rarely lose back-to-back. 3 games in a row is pretty unheard of. They are getting back healthy. Looks like Chris Paul will play in this one. But for me, man, I gotta take the Pelicans. And still no Brandon Ingram in this one. Still no Herbert Jones, Jose Alvarado day-to-day. But Zion and McCollum are a go. That's all they've had here recently. I think they get it done. Give me the Pelicans on the money line here in this matchup tonight. In our next matchup of the night, man, we got the Minnesota Timberwolves on the road facing the Utah Jazz. Without me having to run through it, I know y'all know which way I'm going in this one. If y'all watch the jam session, y'all this season, y'all know which way I'm going in this one. And it's fairly simple for me. We got one of my favorite money-making teams this season in the Utah Jazz at home, where they go stupid, dummy, crazy, man, playing the Minnesota Timberwolves, one of the worst cover teams in the NBA, on the road. A team that I have been telling y'all all season I dislike. A team who I've been telling y'all was overrated. A team who I've been telling y'all made probably the worst trade in NBA history in the Minnesota Timberwolves. Man, we're going to fade them. Give me the Jazz. We're going to lay the 3 here in this one. Is a little pause, though. Marketing day-to-day. I do think he plays, though. I'll update you on Twitter as soon as I find out if he's in or out. That's probably the biggest injury news on the whole slate, if Marketing is in or out. But I do think he plays in this one. Conley listed as day-to-day. Still no Colin Sexton. He's out. He will be reevaluated next week. Even still, man, Marketing goes, I'm all over the Jazz in this one. I'm going to play it early because I think he plays, so I'm going to lay the 3. We already seen this Jazz team beat this Timberwolves team. Last time they played was October 21st in a game that went to overtime. The Jazz won that one 132-126. That game was in Minnesota. Here tonight, like I said at the top of this one, man, Jazz at home go crazy. I'm laying the 3 with them. Minnesota, one of the worst cover teams in the NBA. I don't love the spot for them. Give me the Jazz. We're going to lay the 3 at home. But y'all knew that, though. Love the Jazz here tonight. In our last and final matchup of the night, man, we got a really, really, really good game, man. We got the Milwaukee Bucks laying 1 on the Dallas Mavericks, total 223. I'm probably going to go to this one, y'all. I ain't going to lie. I'm probably going to get up and go to this one, man. 2 of the top 2 players in the NBA, man. Giannis Antetokounmpo, the best player on the planet, playing my favorite player, Luka Doncic, the second best player in the NBA, the second best player in the world. It's going to be a hell of a game, man. Both of these teams are red hot. Both of these teams have won 3 of their last 5. Both of these teams have won 3 straight. It's going to be a hell of a game, man. The Bucks have been playing some really good basketball, man. Middleton is back in the fold for this team. And I've been telling y'all, man, one of the only reasons Milwaukee didn't go all the way last year is because Middleton was out, man. He's a huge piece. He's an underrated all-star in this NBA, a huge piece of that Milwaukee team. Milwaukee is a legit threat to get back there this season, playing like one of the best teams in the NBA. Milwaukee is a legitimate threat, man. On the other side, we got the Dallas Mavericks, who have started to turn it around. To begin their season, yeah, they weren't great against the spread, man. Most of those games, they were winning a lot of them. They were just huge favorites, weren't covering the spread. Uh, in this one, they're underdogs, though. This is going to be a hell of a game, y'all. Me personally, I'm going to take the Mavs on the money line, man. Dating back to even last season, the Mavs, when they play good teams, man, they typically stand up and play their best basketball, man. I told y'all even earlier, the Mavs play to their competition. When they play good teams, they really show out. Bad teams, they typically play down to them. Here tonight, man, the shooters have been hot for this Mavs team. Hardaway has been hitting. I love the way Dinwiddie has been playing. We know Luka Doncic right now, the favorite to win the MVP, has been playing at a really high level. This is going to be a great game here tonight, man. I'm taking the Mavs on the money line. Just think that they figure some things out, man. Christian Wood, he's starting to play some better defense, playing better offense, man. It's going to be a great game. I'm taking the Mavs on the money line. Probably going to be in the building for this one. Can't wait for it. Give me the Mavs on the money line here in this matchup. And that's going to conclude tonight's NBA Jam session on December 9th, 2022. Thank y'all for watching, man. Smash that like button for your boy. Drop what y'all like down in the comments as well. We've been red hot in the NBA, man. We want to stay that way. We smashed our NBA Jam session play last night with the Denver Nuggets on the money line. It wasn't easy, man. When Damian Lillard shot that dagger, man, I just said, hey, that's Damian Lillard. Dame time. But then my boy Murray came through, got it done. Clutch Murray, man. 4 or 5 NBA Jam session plays. We've been red hot this week, putting up crazy units. Check that out over the site, man. Like I said, my $15 NBA Jam session play link is in the description. We've hit 4 or 5, man. We've been red hot off a winner last night. We want to stay that way. If you're buying plays from me or the other handicappers on the best site in the world, check us out, Pick Dawgz Premium. Follow me on Twitter, Parlay Guy J. I will release a parlay of the day today. Only 3 games yesterday. I told y'all we weren't going to do one yesterday. Nice size card today. Enough room to do one today, so I will release that. And I'm going to update y'all on injury news. And if my mind changes due to any late information coming out of the association tonight, let's make some money tonight, man. I'll talk to y'all on Twitter. It's been your boy Jay Briggs. I'm going to holler at y'all there, man. I'm out. Peace.